Elisa Lam came to Los Angeles in early 2013, carrying the gentle excitement of a young woman finally experiencing the world on her own terms. She was only 21, a Canadian university student known for her reflective personality, creativity, and habit of pouring her thoughts into writing. Traveling alone along the West Coast had been a dream she planned carefully and spoke about with genuine enthusiasm. Throughout her journey, she stayed closely connected to her family, calling her parents daily to reassure them and share details of her days. Nothing about her departure hinted that this adventure would end in heartbreak. While in Los Angeles, Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel, an old, centrally located building in downtown LA. To budget travelers, the hotel appeared convenient and affordable, but it carried a long and disturbing history. Over the years, the Cecil had been associated with violent crimes, unexplained deaths, and troubled long-term residents. Elisa was first assigned to a shared room, but her roommates reportedly felt uncomfortable with her behavior, leading hotel management to move her into a private room. At the time, this seemed like a routine change, but later it would become one of many details scrutinized by the public. During her first days in the city, Elisa explored on her own. She visited local shops, bookstores, and tourist attractions, using public transportation and sharing her thoughts online. Everything appeared normal, but on January 31, 2013, something went terribly wrong. Elisa did not check out of the hotel as planned, and more concerning, she failed to call her parents. For a family used to hearing from her every day, the silence was alarming. When hotel staff were unable to locate her, authorities were notified, and the LAPD opened a missing person investigation. Police searched the hotel extensively, questioning employees and guests while checking hallways, staircases, and common areas. Search dogs were brought in, but they were unable to track Elisa beyond certain points inside the building. Days passed without answers. Public attention remained limited until investigators released surveillance footage to the media, hoping someone might recognize Elisa or provide information about her last known movements. The video, recorded by a hotel elevator camera on the day Elisa was last seen, was deeply unsettling. It showed her entering the elevator, pressing multiple buttons, then stepping back into a corner. She appeared anxious, repeatedly peeking out into the hallway as if she sensed danger. At moments, she stepped in and out of the elevator, made unusual hand gestures, and seemed to be talking to someone who could not be seen. The elevator doors stayed open far longer than expected, adding to the disturbing nature of the footage. Once the video was uploaded online, it spread rapidly. Millions watched it, replayed it, slowed it down, and analyzed every second. Some believed Elisa was hiding from someone. Others felt she was experiencing a severe mental health episode. Countless theories emerged, focusing on the elevator's behavior, missing time stamps, and Elisa's movements. The footage became one of the most examined surveillance videos on the internet, turning Elisa Lam into the focus of a worldwide mystery. While online speculation grew, the physical search continued. Nearly 3 weeks after Elisa vanished, guests at the hotel began complaining about low water pressure, odd smells, and darkened water coming from the taps. Maintenance workers were sent to inspect the rooftop water tanks. When one employee climbed to the roof and opened a tank, he discovered Elisa Lam's body floating inside. The revelation stunned the world. Questions immediately surfaced. How had Elisa accessed the roof? How did she climb into the tank? The tanks were large, elevated, and difficult to reach, with restricted access to the roof. Instead of providing closure, the discovery intensified public fascination and disbelief. An autopsy later confirmed that Elisa had died by drowning. There were no signs of physical injury, assault, or struggle. Toxicology reports showed no presence of alcohol or illegal drugs. Investigators revealed that Elisa had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, and was prescribed medication to manage her condition. It was suggested that she may not have been taking her medication regularly during her trip. Authorities ruled her death an accident. Their conclusion was that Elisa likely reached the roof on her own during a mental health episode, entered the water tank, and was unable to escape. The tank lid, which was reportedly found open, may have closed afterward. From a law enforcement perspective, the case was tragic but explainable. Online, however, many refused to accept this explanation. Critics questioned whether Elisa could have climbed into the tank alone. Others claimed the elevator footage had been altered or edited. Some suspected foul play involving hotel staff or unknown individuals. Paranormal theories also appeared, tying Elisa's death to the Cecil Hotel's dark past. The hotel itself became a symbol of urban horror, with Elisa's story adding to its grim reputation. YouTube played a powerful role in keeping the case alive. True crime creators and amateur investigators produced countless videos analyzing Elisa's final days. The elevator footage became iconic, often described as one of the most chilling videos ever shared. Each new theory revived interest, ensuring the story never truly faded. Over time, Elisa Lam's case became part of a larger conversation about mental health and online obsession. Many began questioning whether the public's fascination had crossed ethical boundaries. Elisa was no longer seen simply as a young woman who died tragically, but as a mystery dissected for entertainment. Her family, still grieving, watched strangers debate her death endlessly. In 2019, the Cecil Hotel was renamed Stay on Main in an attempt to distance itself from its dark history. In 2021, a major documentary series revisited Elisa's case, bringing it back into global focus. The series examined official findings, internet theories, and the consequences of collective online speculation. For some, it provided understanding. For others, it reignited unanswered questions. Today, Elisa Lam's story remains one of the most viewed and discussed true crime cases on YouTube. Its power lies not in confirmed wrongdoing, but in the haunting uncertainty surrounding her final moments. The elevator video continues to stir fear, curiosity, and sadness. Regardless of which explanation one believes, the undeniable truth is that a young woman lost her life far from home. Elisa Lam never intended to become a mystery. She was a daughter, a student, a traveler, and a human being navigating her own struggles. Her story stands as a reminder of life's fragility, the importance of compassion toward mental health, and how easily tragedy can be turned into spectacle. Even when theories fade and interest shifts elsewhere, the loss at the heart of this case remains, quietly echoing through one of the most haunting true crime stories of the digital era.